Hello, everyone. We are up to lesson 98 now. So we are done with talking about people's appearances, as in the last two lessons. Now we get to the important part, not what's on the outside, but what's on the inside. The last three lessons are all about personalities. So let's get started. So we have a couple of dialogues here, as usual. The first dialogue is, I think, kind of on the shorter side. It's one of the shorter dialogues we've seen recently. Let's go ahead and hear it. So it's a dialogue between Ivan and Alex.
Привет, Алекс. Слышал новость?
Какую?
Максим стал начальником отдела. Теперь мы должны называть его Максим Степанович.
Интересно. Тот, я смотрю, он так изменился. Раньше был дружелюбным, открытым, веселым. Как говорится, свой парень. А сейчас совсем другой.
Да, он теперь замкнутый, надменный, ходит с важным видом. В футбол перестал играть, сейчас играет в гольф.
Сноб.
Ну, что ты хочешь? Он теперь большой человек. Ему надо поддерживать имидж строгого начальника.
Ну-ну.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I just find the expressions on their faces it just kind of cracks me up for some reason. I don't know why I find their facial expressions so funny. I'm sorry, it's very cruel and shallow to laugh at people's appearances, isn't it? All right, so Ivan says,
Привет, Алекс. Слышал новость?
"Hi, Alex, did you hear the news?"
Какую?
What news? Like, which one or what?
Максим стал начальником отдела.
Maxim became the boss of the department.
Теперь мы должны называть его Максим Степанович.
Now we need to call him Maxim Stepanovich.
Интересно. Тот, я смотрю, он так изменился.
Interesting. It seems to me that he's really changed.
Раньше был дружелюбным, открытым, веселым.
So previously he was дружелюбным, friendly, открытым, open, and веселым, cheery or cheerful.
Как говорится, свой парень.
Как говорится, свой парень, which means like, парень is like buddy, or pal, so as they say, he was like your buddy.
А сейчас совсем другой.
And now he's completely different.
Да, он теперь замкнутый, надменный, ходит с важным видом.
I like how he says, da. Just kind of drags it out. Okay, so he's now so замкнутый, withdrawn, надменный, arrogant, ходит с важным видом. He walks with importance, or with an air of importance.
В футбол перестал играть, сейчас играет в гольф.
Oh no, he stopped playing football and started playing golf, of all things. How terrible.
Сноб.
Snob. He is a snob. Another wonderful loan word that they just took directly into Russian from obviously from abroad.
Ну, что ты хочешь? Он теперь большой человек.
Well, what do you want? He's a big man, big person.
Ему надо поддерживать имидж строгого начальника.
He needs to support the image of a strict boss.
Ну-ну.
No, well, ho ho ho. Okay, moving on. A dialogue between two women who are not named they are named here. They're named in the text, but they don't have head words giving their names away. But two women in a dialogue. Let's see what they have to say.
Ты видела нового парня Светы?
Нет еще. Красивый?
Ну, нормальный. Только вот его характер...
Ревнивый?
Думаю, да. Он такой замкнутый, необщительный. Все время за компьютером.
А наша Света такая веселая, активная. Любит по выставкам гулять, в театры ходить.
Да уж. Еще мне показалось, что он ленивый и жадный.
Ой, как она с ним живет? Она же любит путешествовать, никогда не сидит на месте. Да и деньги не считает. Сегодня есть, завтра нет.
Говорят, противоположности притягиваются.
Но они такие разные.
Посмотрим.
Okay, so
Ты видела нового парня Светы?
Did you see the new boyfriend of Sveta, which is, I believe, short for Svetlana? And sorry, I thought that one of these women was named Sveta, but no, actually they're talking about a woman named Sveta. So these two women's names are not given in this dialogue.
Нет еще. Красивый?
Not yet. Is he handsome? Also, I thought this was the other woman's name, but no, of course, this is beautiful or handsome.
Ну, нормальный.
Well, he's normal.
Только вот его характер.
Ooh, it's just his character.
Ревнивый?
Is he jealous?
Думаю, да.
I think so, yes.
Он такой замкнутый, необщительный.
Ooh, he is so замкнутый and необщительный. He is so reclusive and not communicative.
Все время за компьютером.
Oh no, he's at the computer all the time. How could this happen?
А наша Света такая веселая, активная.
And our Sveta is so cheerful and active.
Любит по выставкам гулять, в театры ходить.
She loves to walk around at exhibitions and go to the theater.
Да уж. Еще мне показалось, что он ленивый и жадный.
Yes, and I also think that he is lazy and greedy.
Ой, как она с ним живет?
Oh, how can she live with him?
Она же любит путешествовать, никогда не сидит на месте.
She loves to travel. She never sits in one place.
Да и деньги не считает. Сегодня есть, завтра нет.
And he doesn't count the money. Today it's there, tomorrow it's gone.
Говорят, противоположности притягиваются.
They say that opposites attract.
Но они такие разные.
Посмотрим.
Well, but they are so different. Well, let's see what happens. Ain't no fiction, just a natural fact. 'Cause opposites attract. Okay, I should probably sing less in these videos. So, so we have personality traits, and some are positive and some are negative, or at least some are commonly perceived as being positive and negative. For example, we had people talking about people who are arrogant and play golf. What a terrible personality somebody must have if they play golf. And, a person who's jealous and inactive and sits at his computer. So those are negative things. We haven't seen too many positive things in these dialogues. But let's see. So here it lists. Oh, it doesn't even translate them. Oh, that's weak. Well, I mean, obviously you can translate them elsewhere, but okay. So I'm not gonna go through this list and translate all these. Sorry, you can, if you're curious, you can look these up. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill these in. So study the table personality and complete the sentences with the correct adjectives. So let's see. Он очень something человек никогда не показывает свое превосходство над другими, не хвалится успехами, не афиширует свое богатство. So, he's a very something person. Obviously, we need to fill in the personality trait here. He never shows his superiority toward other people. Doesn't brag about his successes, and doesn't flash his wealth, doesn't show off his money. So I guess the personality trait that they're looking for here is skromny, which means humble. So let's go ahead and fill it in. This person is skromny. Okay, next. Something ребенок не умеет вести себя культурно, ни в школе, ни дома, ни в обществе. So, something about a child cannot behave itself culturally, neither in school, nor at home, nor in general society. So I guess a spoiled child. So what's a word for a spoiled child? I believe the word here is Невоспитанный. I think that's the word looking for here. Yeah, невоспитанный. So let's go ahead and put that in. Невоспитанный. Правда? Я думаю, да. Он, конечно, something человек. Всегда здоровается, открывает дверь перед женщинами, говорит спасибо и пожалуйста, но мне он совсем не нравится. So he, of course, is an adjective person. Always says hello, opens doors in front of women, says thank you and please, but I don't like him at all. What a nice person. I just don't like him. This is actually kind of a Russian thing. If you're really nice in Russia, like if you're very polite to Russian people, they might think, well, what's that person up to? I don't trust him. I don't like that person because they must be sneaky because they're so nice. It's kind of an Eastern thing, I guess. It's not only in Russia. It's kind of that way in Eastern societies in general, I guess. If you smile too much, people think that you're trying to deceive them. Okay, I think the word they're looking for here is obviously something positive. Let's assume that these are positive qualities we're talking about here. Yeah, I think it's вежливый, which is basically just polite, well-mannered. So вежливый, да. Okay. Ну почему ты такой something? Ничего не делаешь, только телевизор смотришь. So I'm going to guess already that the word here is lazy. So why are you so something? You never do anything, just look at TV. Just TV watch. So what is the word for lazy? I believe it is ленивый. Yeah, ленивый, which is actually the first one here. Okay, so ленивый. It's so important they had to list it first because that's the most relevant of these. So, ленивый. Did I spell that right? Looks like I did. Okay. Next one. Мой друг очень something человек. Он никогда не грустит, смотрит на жизнь с оптимизмом. So, my friend is a very something person. He never is sad and always looks at life with optimism. Okay, so I guess cheerful. Счастливый, but счастливый is not here. I guess then веселый. Веселый here is the word they want. Веселый. Good. Next. Я something человек, мне трудно разговаривать с людьми. Я люблю быть один. So, I am an adjective person. For me, it's difficult to speak with people. I like being alone, or I like to be alone. So shy, I guess. Shy, what's the word here? Замкнутый. And of course, they listed under negative features. It's not necessarily negative. It's just, just kind of, withdrawn, shy, introverted. I guess it's perceived as negative, especially in Russia. Okay, so, although a lot of Russian people are introverted, but it's still considered like socially kind of. Anyway, замкнутый. Looks like the right thing. Антон очень something человек. Ему никогда не жалко денег и времени на друзей. So, Anton is a very something person. He is never sorry. The translation's a bit weird. So, жалко is like to be sorry about something. Никого не жалко, никого. Okay, I thought I should sing less, but I'm doing it anyway. in this case, it means basically he's not sorry to give money and time to people. He doesn't regret giving his time and money to people. So he's generous. So I guess the word they're looking for here is generous, which is щедрый, not with sh but with sh. So щедрый. Говорят, что это пианист something, но я так не думаю. Мне не нравится его игра. So it is said, this is conjugated for third person plural, so it's like in English, they say. So yeah, I guess you can say they say, but it's not like, it doesn't explicitly say they say. It's just like, yeah, it's they say without the they. So they say that this pianist something, but I don't think so. I don't like his playing. Well, I guess talentивный. They say that this pianist is talented, but I don't think so. Okay, seems fairly straightforward. Almost the same as in English. Talentивный. Oh wait, not talentивный, talentивый. There we go. Okay. Какой ты something? Я уже 5 раз объяснил тебе задачу, а ты так и не понял. So how you are something exclamation mark. I already 5 times explained to you the problem, but you just don't understand. So probably something negative, I guess. Gluply is a harsh word. I mean, stupid, but I guess that's probably what they're looking for here. You're so stupid. I explained this to you 5 times and you're just not getting it, man. Глупый, ты глупый. Okay. Он очень something. Даже в самой сложной ситуации будет говорить только правду. So he is very adjective, even in the most difficult situation. It will be that he speaks only the truth. So I guess honest is a logical word to fill in there, which is честный. So честный. Oh me, oh my, I've made a mistake. How could this happen? I never imagined this happening. Let's see. What do we have here? So we have скромный, that looks right. Невоспитанный, that looks right. Вежливый, that looks right. Oh, I wrote ленивый, it's ленивый. Okay. That was an error, but that appears to have not been my only error. Let's see, what else do we have? Веселый, yeah, that looks right. Замкнутый, щедрый, да, yes. Talentlив. Come on, where's the L? There we go. Talentlivi, not talentivi, but talentlively. Okay, there we go. That was my mistake. All right. All right, and now this one should be easier because we don't have to type. We just drag the words in. So what do we have here? What do you have for me, Learn Russian? We have человек, который слишком много болтает. Person who too much talks. Well, not surprisingly, perhaps the person who too much болтает is a bolton, a chatterbox. Квасостропа. Человек, который всегда молчит, so person who is always quiet or silent is a молчун. Notice the pattern here. In fact, you can probably just go through these quickly if you just just match up all these, but let's do these. Let's actually read these. So, человек, который всегда недоволен жизнью, a person who is always unhappy with life is. Oh, good thing I checked this because this is not something like Jadina. I would have guessed Jadina based on this word, but no. The word here is Bryuzga. Bryuzga is a grumpy person, like grumpy cat, except Russian. Человек, который всегда обманывает, лжет, a person who always lies, who always schemes and lies, is лжец, a liar. Pretty straightforward. Человек, который любит посмеяться и пошутить, a person who loves to laugh and joke around, is a весельчак. Жадный человек, a greedy person, is a жадина. And by the way, I'm debating whether I should say this, but I'll just mention this because it is a word in Russian which I have heard. There is so the usual Russian racial slur for a Jew is a Žid, which comes from this. It basically means a greedy person. So a Jewish person is a greedy person, or a Žid. Very bad word to use in Russian among Jewish people. You shouldn't say it. Moving on. Человек, который не любит работать, so a person who does not like to work, is, not surprisingly, a lентяй, a lazy person. And finally, человек, который любит повторять одно и то же много раз, не умеет радоваться жизни, a person who likes to repeat once and many times and cannot enjoy the life, is a zanuda, which is basically like a boring person, dull person with a dull life. All right, so once again, we have some pictures. Do we have, again, 5 pictures? Yes, we do. So we have this gentleman. We have this gentleman here. Looks like a bit of a younger fellow, might be a student. A rather love-struck looking young woman. A man who appears perhaps just a bit grouchy, or perhaps he's just assertive. And a woman who, hard to say, could be, her demographics are a bit tougher for me to place, but in any case, she strikes me as being female. I guess that could just as easily be male, couldn't it? But probably, I'm just guessing it's supposed to be female. Okay, so we need to match we have 4 descriptions of people here. We need to match them to the 5 pictures. So what do we have here? У него скрытный характер. Его хитрый, лживый, жадный, трусливый человек. Замкнутый, скрытный, злопамятный и расчетливый. Он брюзга и пессимист. Его ничего не радует. Wow, that was like the most negative description of a person I think I've ever read. So he has a bad character, like an impatient character. He is lying, or I guess, he's like deceiving, lying, greedy, cowardly person, withdrawn, secretive, evil, and petty, and grumpy, and a pessimist, and he's never happy. No, he doesn't like anything. Well, gosh, I mean, I guess the first one seems to, number 2 is smiling, so I don't think it's that. Number 3 appears female. Could theoretically be number 4, but I think number 4 is more, he seems more incensed than unhappy. I'm going to assume that it's number 1. I guess I could skip. Let's just say number 1. We can always change it later. Okay, what do we have here? So, она веселая, жизнерадостная девушка. улыбчивая, милая, добродушная, доверчивая, можно даже сказать наивная. Всегда во всем видит только хорошее. Видит жизнь в розовом цвете. So she's a cheerful, happy, life-loving girl. She's smiling and sweet, good-hearted, good-natured. You could even say she's naive. Always and in everything, she sees the good. She sees life through, you know how they say you see life through, you see the world through pink-colored glasses. It's kind of like that. She sees the world in pink colors. She sees the world through an idealist's lens. Okay, well, we only have two women here, so it could be, I mean, this woman's fairly neutral. I would express her picture here as being especially neutral, but she doesn't seem that happy, so I'm going to guess that it's probably then this woman here with the hearts. I thought she was maybe in love with a person, but perhaps she's just in love with life. So, number 3. Это спокойная, рассудительная женщина. Прагматичная, рассудительная, уверенная в себе. Молчаливая, не очень общительная. So, this is a quiet or calm and reasonable woman. Pragmatic, again, reasonable. They use the same word twice, which is like reasonable, rational. Confident in herself. Quiet and not very social. Well, that's obviously then, okay. That obviously must be number 5. Then that's the other lady that we have here in the lineup. Okay, and who is last? У него ужасный характер. Он тиран и деспот. К тому же он невоспитанный, невежливый, ведет себя как хам. So he has a horrible temper or a horrible character. He is a tyrant and a despot. I like how these words are pretty much just exactly borrowed from English. Or maybe English took them from Russian, who knows. On top of that, he is unpleasant and rude. He acts like a pig. Like ham. This guy's got a very negative expression, but I think this guy seems more scheming. He seems more evil and plotting, whereas number 4 sounds like he's more actively aggressive, which I'm going to guess is, again, this guy. Like I said, he seems rather incensed. And indeed, that was correct. Okay. All right, last exercise. So basically, we just need to drag these words denoting qualities according to whether they are positive or negative. I mean, we could just cheat and go through this list here because they list them already here under positive and negative. You could just look at this and use this as a reference and drag them to the plus and minus without translating them. But let's be a bit fair about this and try to translate these and think about what they might mean. So, общительный is communicative. Well, I know some people who probably could benefit from being a lot less communicative, but let's go ahead and assume that this is considered positive here. Веселый, also positive, happy or cheerful. Добродушный, good-hearted or good-natured. Obviously, good is good. Спокойный, well, that could be good or, let's say it's good. Невежливый, okay. Impolite, I guess. Yeah, disrespectful, impolite. Okay. Ужасный, which isn't really a specific character trait. It just means horrible. So it doesn't really identify as. I mean, you could say he's a horrible person, but you'd need to justify that with something. You can't really just say somebody's ужасный without. Okay. Рассудительный. What is рассудительный? That is, I guess, rational, reasonable. So that's obviously positive. Расчетливый. That is Счет is like an account or like calculation. So I guess this is the same as like in English calculating. Somebody's scheming. Zlopamyatny. Zlopamyatny. Revengeful. I just laugh because the words sound to me a bit like zhopa. Zhopa means ass, like buttocks. Like it's like a dirty word for buttocks in Russian. For some reason, it made me think of that, but no, it's not zhopa. It's zlopamyatny. Okay, doverchivny. So that is again like good, right? Like yeah, like trustworthy, I guess. Skrytny. Skrytny is secret. You know, skryt is like secret, so secretive person. Lживый is liar. Хитрый is again like scheming, crafty, cunning. Жизнерадостный. So life-loving, happy with life. Pragmatичный, practical, pragmatic. Despot, a despot. Активный, gosh, I don't know, man. I think I can think of some people who I would really love to be a lot less active, but active is considered positive here. Tyran, again, a tyrant. Улыбчивый. What is улыбчивый? Oh, smiling. Positive. Even though Russians don't actually like people who smile. It's kind of ironic. They say that they like people who smile, but if you actually smile at them, they'll say, they'll think, what is this person trying to hide? So it's sort of a double standard. Like they say they want you to smile, but then they don't really. Okay. Уверенный в себе. So trusting, self-confident, trusting in oneself or confident in oneself. Жадный. Жадный is like, again, greedy. Yeah, like I said, greedy. Невоспитанный. Spoiled, like remember reading about the child, the spoiled child. Like a ham, but not like a ham, but more like a pig, like somebody behaves like a pig. And finally, trusливый, cowardly. There we go. That was lesson 98. All right. A lot of vocabulary here. I mean, all these are really just adjectives for personality traits. So there you go. Let's go ahead and take a look. So this was dialogue 1, dialogue 2, exercise 3, exercise 4, answers to exercise 5, and the answers to exercise 6. All right, that was it. That was lesson 98. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time for lesson 99. Getting close to the end now. I'll talk to you then, folks. Bye-bye for now.